Control, reset. No, I won't worry about the better times I got on splits there than last time. I'll just carry on from fresh this time. Don't want that one, I want that one. Oh, I can't believe I fecked it. It's one of the things I need to get sorted at some point when it comes to it. I think that's going to be the first thing I'm going to get help with making is just an emote saying don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Alright, this is going to be best run ever. I'm going to get unbuffered on like everything. You wait, somehow. It just be magical. Oh, I forgot to do one other shout out when I did that. That's bad of me. I feel bad. I was meant to shout out Moonlit as well and I didn't. Me and my rushing. Although I only actually need that for the passwords now. I want to just get the passwords up on my screen so I'm done. Alright, I'm gonna be a good boy. We'll do everything as I'm meant to, ish. As much as I remember that I'm meant to for this one. No messing around, no deviating from what it says. In one place that's going to be difficult because I don't totally remember what I'm meant to be doing for the train gauntlet to be able to do it in good time. Because that's one place where just Aqualung by itself and whatever items I had at the time didn't seem to cut it. Luckily, I know the person who would be telling me off is probably just sat there like, where's your loss? That's one thing I've got to work on. Every now and then I go into a zone where I stop mashing dialogue at the speed I should be. There we go, I didn't mess that up at all this time. That was nice, that was nice. I like that. That, not so much. Not so much. Oh, come on, man. Don't play me like this. I was just praising you for being so efficient, Cloud, and then you go and do things like this. Still not bad, still not bad. I think I've still gained another few seconds there, even with my Genki movement, so I'm happy. It's far so good. This is the run, guys, this is it. We're gonna get good. I say as I then... Right, no touching directions here at all, so I don't accidentally buy a flower. Everything's going to go to plan tonight. This one's going to be the one. I'm going to nail at least a few of them unbuffered and we'll be looking sweet. Although if I really cock up now, I'm really out of time tonight though. So this is really like do or die now. Should have invested in coffee, but if I had coffee I probably wouldn't sleep for work after, so... I've got this now though. And it took driving a few people insane to get there, but I've got this now. Alright. Can I do the Jesse skip? This is another place where I correct myself when I shouldn't. This is another spot where I am fully guilty of just correcting myself when I'm probably in the right spot. See, I trusted that I didn't need to then, and look at that. Like, I was like, oh, maybe I should go down one more, and I was like, no. No, I'm not going to correct myself. I just literally said how I correct myself all the time, so let's not do that. Oh, if Dino Bambino was still here, he'd have been proud of me for that. For the most part, anyway. For pulling it off. For how I positioned myself, maybe not so much, but I got it nonetheless. It looks like he was giving me all that advice while all along being so boss he could play freaking Tony Hawk's while doing it. Legend. Maybe I should double check while he was here. Am I meant to steal TS bombs then off of something instead of getting laser? Or am I meant to be able to steal them? Or do I just have to keep killing those flat beaks for them? Because my luck with drops is shite, which is why I went for laser. My luck with stealing and my luck with drop rates, never good. Alright. Today we're counting to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next we sell everything we own. Count to 32. Now we're going to do guard skin without fucking it up. See what I mean? Without fucking it up. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. No, that's not how it's done. That's not how it's done. Oh, I did so well earlier with the guards as well at Shinra HQ. I'd be so annoyed if I don't manage to pull that shit off again. I probably won't now. Oh no. I mean, luckily I think that Jesse skip bought me a couple of seconds. That's not the point. Yeah, it's a real Giuseppe, real right. You're weird. Cheers. I didn't want to talk to you anyway, so... Don't be like this. Alright, I don't need to cross slash the second time. As long as I keep spamming, he'll still die without doing anything. So I shall try. Oh no! Wasted time there for a second, but it's alright, we'll get back. We get through dialogue like never before tonight. We're going to. I reckon I can make a solid minute up on dialogue alone in this game. Maybe even more. Maybe more. I mean, we're still not looking too bad at APS. Who knows, I might get lucky. Every now and then I get really lucky and get a back attack on him, but it hasn't happened for a very long time now. Sir, what's this I'm hearing about? You're going to destroy part of the city by dropping another part of the city on it. Fair. I'm hoping we're on for good time at the moment still. Would you kindly get on the ladder, my friend? I know you saw a trend of me ignoring all the items, so you're like, I'm not going to pick this one up either. I'm just going to pretend like you accidentally are. I got on these stairs first try earlier as well. That's not happening this time, I guarantee you. That's like 1 in a million. Alright, that's pretty much perfect. I was going to double check something. Did I definitely have my drink from work this week? Have I still got one in here? Yeah, I definitely had it. It's alright, it won't be long until we're done tonight. It's only a couple of hours away. Man, I'd really love if it was only a couple of hours away. It's going to be probably about 3 hours away. It is crazy to think that my target tonight is still as far away from us as we now. Well, it's still further away from my target from now than it is for the entire total run for like the best run of this. Oh, beautiful movement. That was absolutely beautiful for me. Oh look, it's Jesse and Biggs. Jesse obviously disappeared somewhere for a bit or something. This is back during like the war and everything as well, so that's like way back. Wait, that doesn't make sense, because Eric's a kid there, so how old is Jesse and Biggs? If they're in that scene there when Eris is like a kid. That's at least like a 8-year gap in time, so Jesse and Biggs must both be like pretty much their 30s. I don't know, not meant to make sense this, eh? Maybe it's just people that look like Jesse and Biggs, and I'm just assuming, you know? Maybe it's their parents. Too worried about the darned inn guy that I end up zoning into this blinking place to buy food. I get the feeling at some point in the not too future, going up the stairs is no longer going to be the quickest route, even with the 3 times boost and everything. Sadly, stuff like that is beyond average mortals like me. These skips and doing slots is probably about the peak of my ability. Part of me really wants magic breath still though. It's like the only thing from my no slots thing which I think would genuinely help all the way through to the end. In terms of a couple of bosses where it's literally one shot. There we go. Better run into them there as well. Come on, get in the lift. How am I not up by more than that at the moment? I was up by like a minute here earlier. Unless I actually did save that when it shouldn't have. Because I told it not to. Oh no, we're doing one load of encounters here. Oh, come on, Luke boy. I do apologise, this is where we now lose all our fucking time. Irritating, irritating, irritating. Lost so much time there, so much time, but as long as it's not like 10 minutes like I did at Cosmo, I don't mind too much. I've got time to make up still. Alright, economic is best again, which I believe is the top option. Alright, we're going to motor through this now, right? We're going to... I told you to go down, why'd you go up? What are you doing to me? Apparently I don't got this at all. No lunatic high this time. Let's just grenade everything, other than trying to maybe limit lock, not limit lock, cross slash stun the boss for Hojo. So if I can keep it stunned for a moment before I start spamming grenades, it'll probably help. But if it gets its move in first anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? We've got this, right? We've got this. Part of me wishes I went with the non-game music for music tonight, but I'm really hoping this goes well now, and then all of Bambino's efforts and helping me out and all the effort Loopy's put into the information he's given to us will be well used for me. It's certainly making it look hard. Well, there is still part of me that thinks lasers a better bet than relying on drop rates for me. Just out of personal luck. Yes, Cloud. Well done, Cloud. We totally wanted to go in that room. Wait, don't fuck up. Oh my goodness. It all felt like it was going so well until this moment, eh? A tiny bit of spam dialogue isn't going to hurt too much, hopefully. There's probably about 2 seconds lost, though. Right, we're going to do this, nothing but grenades. Which is how I'm meant to do it, if I do it properly. It's whether I have enough grenades for everything anyway now, because of me cocking up a bit. If I had enough time, I expect that cock up of Shinra HQ guards would probably be worthy of a restart, but for the purposes of tonight, we're not really having the time for that now. Oh, of course you're going to put someone to sleep this time. Oh, now someone else is asleep and he's away. This shit does not happen when I use frickin' flip. And I was about that last time as well at this point, so I don't know, it's hard to say, but it is a PB on that one doing that. Do not roll low. Well, I hope that someone needs to clip that fucking low roll on that. Fucking joke, me. I don't know if there's anyone in here who can clip that low roll on that grenade now, because that's the 4th time I've had that happen now. Most people have that happen maybe once at most to them, from what I can hear. That's my 4th time that's happened now. I mean, if I got time, I probably have got time during this cutscene if I got the correct. start. I've messed that up already anyway.
Well, I hope someone needs to do that.
I have some truly special luck. Alright, yeah, I finished clipping that while this minigame was going on. Yeah, I cannot tell you, that's the 4th time now I've had that happen on that damn dog, where I've rolled a 139 on the grenade. Absolute evilness.
Well, I hope someone needs to do that.
Yeah, and I'm going to regret not changing my party members now because I didn't have enough grenades and I didn't go for my usual method, so... Yeah, I need to go get a twin burner off because of it, so yeah, my normal method's definitely quicker on this than this. Even if I had enough grenades, this wouldn't matter.
Well, I hope someone needs to do that.
I should have switched to red in the party like I normally do, and now even if I Barrett skip, I'm technically half screwed up. Nah, I'm sticking to my usual freaking method through there.
Well, I hope
Minutely slower for quite a bit of time on that fight, I feel. I don't know. Even if I had enough grenades for that entire fight there, I'd have been screwed there. I'm just well and truly annoyed that... Do not roll low.
Well, I hope that someone needs to hit that fucking low roll on that.
But never mind. It is what it is. We're skipping that. Oh, and I'm not going to get PHS to even switch people. Oh, mate. Oh, well. This is a royal cock-up with that there.
Well, I hope that someone needs to hit that.
Royal cock-up.
Do not roll low.
More than I actually need.
Well, I hope that someone needs to clip that fucking
Alright,
roll.
you.
Fucking joke.
Steel. Chocobo Law. You poison.
Do not roll low.
Wasting time. You're going to have this enemy skill on, the other dude's going to have the other one. I want to get it saved.
Well, I hope that someone needs to.
I know getting 2 enemy skills isn't in the thing I'm meant to do, but...
Fucking joke.
Alright, in theory it'll be Thirst Encounter.
Do not roll low.
Nope, it's going to be Second Encounter. So I'm already out on my encounters with...
Well, I hope that someone needs to clip that fucking joke.
Right, we're not going to fuck this up. Alright, there,
Well,
down
I hope
left.
that someone
Now,
needs to
please,
put
Solemn.
that fucking low roll on there. Fucking joke,
It's good enough.
do not roll low. Well, I hope that someone needs to
There we
put
go,
that
that's a
fucking
lot
low
nicer.
roll on there.
Oh shit, you might all be able to hear that clip repeating in the background at the moment.
Do not roll low. Well, I hope that someone needs to clip that fucking low roll on there. Fucking joke, do not roll low. Well, I hope that someone needs to clip that fucking.
There we go.
Fucking joke.
Not in the red by the time we get here straight away tonight. Unfortunately, we are going to have to buy some grenades though to carry on what we're meant to be doing. We'll buy the 40 I'm supposed to here.
Do not roll low.
Actually, I'm going to go for 30 because I want to still have enough.
Well, I hope that someone needs to clip that fucking low roll on there. Fucking joke.
Oh, you fucking wanker.
Well, I hope that someone needs to clip
Nope, losing time now to my method of limit locking this and everything.
Well, I hope that someone needs to.
No, limit locking this is a lot quicker than that. I've just lost, like, without the lunatic high and everything else, I'm now down to only 13 seconds up there, and I didn't really mess up really there, so... That's a huge difference.
Do not roll low.
Actually,
Well, I hope that someone needs to clip that fucking low roll on there.
actually no. Even
Fucking joke.
with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, me messing up with even with me messing up with me going into the menu an extra time or two, that's only a couple of seconds, so no.
Well, I hope that someone
Straight
needs
up.
to clip that fucking
Quicker to limit lock both of those two.
fucking joke.
Get the poison off if you can in the first couple. Oh, for fuck's sake, too much talking. Now I'm costing myself loads of time. It's alright, this is my first proper serious slots run, so you know.
Do not roll low.
First time doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be good enough to beat my current time at least,
Well, I
hopefully.
hope that someone needs to clip that fucking low roll on there. Fucking joke. Do not roll low. Well, I hope that someone needs to clip that fucking low roll on there. Fucking joke.
Nice. Got the dialogue right that time. Going good.
Do not roll that. Well, I hope that someone is doing that fucking roll off. Fucking joke.
Oh, would you get off of that silly thing and get through the door? Just silly like things like that are going to mess with me this run. I can feel it. Just silly things which shouldn't. I shouldn't need many more grenades than that in terms of only needing them probably now for Oh, you bastard. I messed that up again. It's just not my night tonight. Hopefully there'll be a, well there is, there's some nice cutscenes somewhere along the line where I can run away quickly to grab some biscuits or something to nibble. There's 2 points luckily I know I've got where I can get away with it. Left, right, yeah I've got it. Right, one of the only things I am still doing which is going to get me in trouble this run. That's the one for Kate Sif. Oh my days. I pretty much didn't save any time on speeding that up at all there. That was painful. If I'm not meant to attack this boss, why get the, well, yeah, the Force Stealer is probably definitely going to be quicker though. I just wasted time there. I didn't need to really talk to her until after I'm done here. This game slightly dislikes me tonight, I get the feeling. Alright, now don't get soft locked on Barrett, don't get soft locked on Barrett, don't accidentally zone back to the screen before because you're scared of getting soft locked on Barrett. But yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those runs tonight because I've already ended up with the 139 grenade roll on the Rufus's dog, which is just, you know, I ought to take that as a hint of it being a cursed frickin' run to begin So far, so good. Alright, remember to bonk off a mountain after remembering to get our tranquilizers. Is there anything else I need to get here other than tranquilizers? I legit don't have enough to get. I'd have to get. If I want Molotovs, I can't get any more Phoenix Downs yet. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm not too tired to at least get a couple of unbuffered tonight on this run. Maybe I should just take the free 10 Phoenix downs here just to be safe. It's an extra fight. Oh, well, there's time lost. Right, definitely not getting the Phoenix downs then. I'll just buy some at Bone Village if it looks a bit shady later on. At the end of the disc. Hopefully we won't go through too many before then and we get a few as just general stuff along the way somehow. I don't see me doing so, but you know. As that falling down there has just cost me pretty much every bit of time I had at this point. And me still needing 4 Molotovs here. And me still knowing that I need to get yeah, I'm still going to be losing a bit of time in here yet to getting laser. That's the one. Which I've been told isn't really a time save, but I think it's going to be unless I manage to pick up a decent number of items or get lucky with rates of stealing or rates of what is it? Stealing or drop rates. And as you've seen with this run so far, luck is not the word for me. Luck is not something that's on my side for the most part. We are going to the goat saucer, to the goat saucer, goat saucer. We are going to the goat saucer. Team 4-star, awesome. Sif soon. Right, we're going to eat that 36 seconds we're up by in a second. But hopefully it's all we're going to eat in doing what we're doing, and then hopefully we're going to make it back later on anyway. just trying to make up as much time in dialogue and everything as I can to make up for the fact that I'm getting this. But I know that this one thing's gonna make up like 2 minutes by itself, I reckon. So as long as it doesn't cost me more than 2 minutes, it's gonna be an increase on what I did last time, which was have nothing, you know, to deal with the icicles. And I still reckon it's going to be, well, we'll see. If I get good drop rate with TS bombs as I'm going, it'd have been a waste. If I don't, then it was worth it, you know? Always live by the golden arrow. Don't fuck up. Alright, we might have eaten slightly more than just the 30 seconds, but we'll see. Not by enough that I'm worried. I'm going to more than make that up later on still. With just having the spell that I got from doing it. So, I mean, if I get good luck with drops, it's going to make that silly and pointless. But if I don't get lucky, then it's going to pay its way in. Like, it's going to be like however many fights more I've got to do for the drops, you know? Well, it's nice however much longer I've got to sit there stealing or whatever it is, like. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, not interested. Oh no, don't spam dialogue on her. Right, let's get a more realistic spot to catch your dialogue coming out instead. And go. The only part of this run you cannot fuck up. Literally, like, unless you really want to hold down that dash for all the way, there is no way you're messing this bit up. Oh no, other than doing that messes it up a bit. Wasted time by not pressing start. Alright, we're going to make some time up here. We only need aqua lung for this next split. Oh, would you not, game? That is not what I wanted you to do. Oh, I ended up using it on me anyway in the end. We'll call that our thing for learning that rather than learning Big Guard, because I don't need Big Guard. I never really did need Big Guard, probably, but... That's the only one we needed, encounter we needed here. That's not what I needed to do yet. I do need to have that bombs. I still need to... Right, now we get 4 encounters here on the grass. So far I don't think I've had any drops of TS bombs, so I'm already looking like lasers paying its way in gold. We shall see, there's still encounters to go. That's a nut instead of a TS bomb, so... There's one more encounter I need to do here. It's coming. Yeah, I got 1 TS bomb. Right, it's one more fight I think here. No, it's not. It's not, is it? If the encounters are fixed, then this is the encounter I was expecting to get. I will find out soon enough. Alright. Alright, that's the one I want. I should have saved. But this is it. We're going to get this. Just gently, gently, no bonking, and all is good. Come down well clear. Play it safe. No need to rush it, and all will be good. Oh, I just saved over the wrong one if I've cocked up at all, though. But we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Hey, Clyde, I thought you said this place burned down. Someone fucked up. I should get an encounter any second now. Right, slightly further in, but it is the same encounter as I was expecting. I am expecting, I think it's 2 more encounters here really before I carry on over the bridge. So far, so good. I think I want one more here. I think I want one more before I go over the bridge. Come on, one more. Then I want to go over the other side, I think. Oh, formations are alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll just go with it anyway. I've cocked it up. Oh yeah, I've definitely cocked it up, because you're definitely not meant to be a dragon. Am I better off just farming it down the bottom here than Mithril, the Materia Keeper now and having done with it? Oh, I was only meant to do 2 on the first screen. It was only 2. Okay, my bad. Oh, right, your phone's silent. I've messed it up now. I would type, but... I've messed up a little bit. Hopefully this is still going to be quicker though then. Yeah, that is a fair point. I did 1 too many and it's cost me. Trying to get back to sleep but not working. That's alright, hopefully maybe if you get to sleep soon you can sleep enough for both of us tonight, because I probably ought to have gone to sleep when I fucked up the first fight. Alright, in theory it's only the next fight or 2 and we're done. As long as I don't get encounter formations like that, but still. I think that should be it, shouldn't it? I was going to say, that's normally it as soon as I see. Do you know what? I know I shouldn't have to worry about saving now, but... Ah. Alright. Oh man, I was getting this fine the other day. Alright, bar, crown, or... No. Bar, crown, cake set. Oh, blimey. But yeah, cheers for reminding me about the encounters. Alright, that's hopefully the worst of it out of the way. Like, getting that first one, like, I got on my practice earlier. No shop in Rocket Town. Yeah, I got practice on my practice earlier. I learnt slots perfectly on his route. And Unbuffered got Materia Keeper. Oh yeah, Loopy. Oh, you can't hear me. But yeah, cheers for the luck, man. You can't hear me for me to say that I got the 139 roll on the dog again at Rufus again. I got the I even clipped it this time. It's my 4th time getting it, so you know, figured it deserved a clipping this time. Yeah, it's always the way. I think half of it's that feeling like I know people are watching. Eyes on the back of you, like. I think I just get nervous. Oh, fair play. I'm not. If I hadn't messed up learning them, then I might have been all right. And part of that's me learning laser when you disapprove of it. Or at least, I'm guessing you do, considering that the other guy earlier was saying that it was a bad plan. Just need someone called Mario now. He gets laser as well, does he? Oh, fair enough. I just know. I know. Oh no. Now I'm just getting myself confused. Or is that no, we don't need someone called Mario? Oh, right. The fact that I got... Oh, he knows, yeah. I see. Yeah, you can tell him I got the 139 roll on the frickin' dog as well. Yeah, I ought to try stealing, but my luck was stealing. I mean, the fact that I purely got that 139 roll on the frickin' dog for the 4th time tells people what my luck's like. If you don't get any... Oh, blimey, spamming dialogue. If you don't get any, then slots the icicles. Oh, fair enough. Losing time here. Alright, come on, I can do this. That's how it's done, boys. That's how it's done. Unbuffered. Have some of that. Only my second time doing that in total now, so oh no, I'm well happy with that. Well, I've done it a few times against the Midgar Zolan, but you know, that's over the span of sitting there for a while. Any number of them unbuffered though is a... Oh wow, how did I somehow lose time still there? Three hours free, I can live with that. I'd be happy with that. That'd be nice. And in theory, I've saved myself a bit of time here as well by having two people with enemy skills, so I don't have to worry about menuing any of those things. So. Swings, roundabouts. Yeah, I just need to do that every time. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, I go up here, and through there. Yeah, if I can do that every time, I'll be laughing. Oh no, get out of my way. I mean, I did manage on my first time ever messing around with slots, I did manage to pull it off once, but my goal is to at least pull it off like a third of the time this run, maybe, if I'm lucky, you know. I know the timing, I shouldn't do it too much considering like the risks involved with it. I could end up just a giant cake sif, and that's just no good to anyone. Those bars there, my friend, they are never my friend. It's a shame there's no way of glitching past this person to that lift, although, to be fair, it probably works exactly the same as that lift does when if you come out here, at any point during this, if you come out here to try and go in that lift. It's there, but there's like a physical, invisible barrier blocking the actual door itself in like a conal path. So I expect even if you could get past it there while you have the key item still at that point, it wouldn't actually let you. Although from memory, the quickest way with this play is to mess it up. From memory, I want to mess this play up. Oh, mate, I've done it a few times. I've done it a few times on my practices. I've also got triple bar a couple of times, which was kind of cool, seeing some summons which I hadn't unlocked. Alright. I keep my hands and feet inside the ride at this point. Because I have a habit of accidentally watching extra cutscenes I don't need to here. As pretty as they are, there's no need for it. I can't remember what the dialogue option is though. During that play there's a dialogue option that if you choose it, it just instantly ends the play and Eris just slaps you and it just doesn't even show the animation for people zoning out, it just fades out. I'm pretty sure that's the quickest option I've found during that play so far, and I just can't remember what I did because I spammed buttons for it. Alright, fair enough. I know there's some option there which makes her really pissed off with you, and it seemed like it was really quick. Yeah, I had a feeling it probably was. Oh well, it's a couple of seconds I can get back on another run. Because there's one where she just sits there confused before she then leaves the scene, which I think is longer than doing it properly. And then there's the one where she gets proper pissed off, slaps you, and it just ends. I should have done something while I was there, because I only learnt recently that if you hold L1 and R1 and press X while in the in that hotel exit place there, it repeatedly makes the bats fly across the screen. Yeah, I ought to know maybe by now. I've done this a few times, but damn, it feels like I was only here like a couple of minutes ago. It's like time flies so fast, you know? Oh shit, I didn't split my battle square. Oh, let's see how my luck with the quavers goes tonight. Watched so many runs. Yeah, I'd imagine between just probably... Yeah, I can imagine, to be honest. I've watched a fair few runs myself lately of this since I've started playing it. So I can imagine. You probably know how to do this better than I do by now, with how much you've probably watched. Although I ought to ask how your Final Fantasy VIII is going, because I know you were playing the Final Fantasy VIII last I heard. There we go. Nailed it. Yeah, I feel that. I've read over things multiple times doing this, and I still, like, my memory still fails me. Alright, we're gonna save before Red Dragon. Oh, fair play. Oh, that's a good point. I'm not sure if I followed you. I have to remember to try and remember to follow you when I get a chance. Because I remember you saying you're going to be doing some soon. You needed to test your laptop or something first, though. Did you manage to test it? Was it all good? Or has that not happened yet? And it's just not happened yet. Oh no! Yeah, I know. Just go away. Let's see. If I zone out now and zone back in, will it reset that? I can't believe I just lost time like that. It's my own fault. Did the test the other day. Fair play. Well, hopefully it went well and everything is going to work out well with it. I know I probably don't need to worry about tranquilizers, but I'm going to. Seem to be okay. Sweet. That's good to hear. I'll have to remember to give you a follow when I finish tonight, or when I get a break at some point if I remember. I'll have to drop by and say hi while you're doing this at some point. Fair play. I guess that's not a bad point to run up to. I mean, what is it before? It's pretty much learning cards. You have to get a card or something, don't you, and draw some magic and then do Ifrit. And pretty much straight to Dollop while learning like card and card mod along the way or something. Don't get magic breath, okay. Oh, so close! Oh, I just missed it. Oh, it's a shame that I wasted a bit of time there, but... Cheers. I was hoping I was going to get that unbuffered again, but you know. 2 out of 3 and I couldn't quite get the last reel. But you know, we'll get there. Always got to go for it first though, don't you? Like, nothing to lose by trying. Have some of that, Demon Wall. Have some of that. Boom, gone. Boom, gone. We are getting this. We're picking this stuff up, you know. Oh man, I wish. If I can do that, mate. If I could do that every time, I'd be sorted. I don't think I know anyone who can actually do that every time. If I could get a run on this, where I mean, I would love to change the just for a laugh, just so people can see like what I'm going against already is like if I got all my best segments already, like if I just got all my best segments without learning slots, it'd be freaking insane. If I got my best segments possible with doing slots as well, that just all unbuffered. That'd be the dream. Right, let's move young Cloud out the way here, because otherwise I end up spamming at times. There we go, just move him off the screen where we can't even see him. Don't need Kajata, I do need Water Ring. So if all else fails, as long as he has Water Ring, he can't die. Where I lost time between MK and DG. Lost 13... Nah, it's seconds. I've only lost seconds. I haven't lost minutes. I'm pretty sure I haven't lost minutes. Oh no, don't talk to him, cool. I was worried that was the inn then. That's something else I've done and crashed my game before, just rested at an inn. We want a PHS while I'm thinking about it. Actually, now we'll keep you. Because, to be fair, I'm going to want her in the party so it doesn't make me... Because there's a forced PHS in the near future. So, like, I'm better off having her now. If I wasn't using slots, I'd PHS her in probably a bit later on, but... Considering the goal here is only one man really needs to be in this party from now to the end of the game. Everyone else here is just here to help us get through the door. Alright, we're going to play this real cocky again. We're not even going to place anyone. Oh, would you look at that? I got the Lunar Heart. Don't care about you, Kajata. Do care about you, Water Ring. I might as well... Oh no, I'll wait until I get to the save point and I'll equip it. I'll do it at the same point as I'm next going to open the menu technically to do something already anyway. I can't do this yet. I can't do this skip yet. I haven't learnt this one yet and I don't trust myself trying to this exact second. So we're going to lose a few seconds on what I could have here. Oh, I missed my Forgotten City split. I need to remove a couple of splits along the way here just because... I've got too many splits too close together really here. Yeah, I don't really need it until I get to that bit anyway. This is me and my mental notes of me trying to stop myself from menuing more often than I need to, because I am that is my massive thing, is menuing. I'm terrible with it. everything but save then. No, I've got this. Cloud, if anything go by with everything else, you never got this. I don't know how anyone trusts you at this point. Yeah, Shell Hut can soft lock, and me and soft locking. I don't get along with it. Me and soft locking are not friends. I removed them from my Christmas card list like a good couple of weeks ago. I think it's a couple of weeks now I've been doing this anyway. You know, it used to be fun when you used to get softlock pissing around on games doing glitches and stuff. It's like, oh, look at that, look what I managed to do. Now it's just like, not again. The amount of times I've softlocked like Pokemon Red and Blue doing Mew glitches and stuff. It's like a band of honor, you know? I'm sorry, I'm not putting you to sleep. Alright, no unbuffered this time. I mean, 50% rate so far though, so I guess I can't complain too much. Oh, I knew that's the one I wanted. Alright, bar crown. Bar crown. No. Alright, it's the next bar that comes up I need. Bar crown. Oh, and I messed it up. No. Bar crown. Oh, come on, man. I ain't got time for this. It was going so well. Bar crown. Right, bar crown. You're right, I shouldn't worry. Bar. There we go, we got it. We haven't lost a massive amount of time, we have lost a bit of time. It is just practice, really, this time, you know. I have done this once before, but I hadn't really practiced it at all. This is true. I do need to just get to the point where I can get it consistently. And if I can just get a couple more unbuffered, you know, that's going to make up for that anyway. I just need to hopefully, you know. Somewhere along here I'm making up a massive time. Namely, we'll say Safer Sephiroth, hopefully I'm making up a lot of time on. And it is like 4 or 5 in the morning for me now, I expect. Oh, it's for you as well, isn't it? I just forgot. You're the same time zone as me. We should both be asleep right now. I don't want to look at what the time actually is at the moment, because it'll probably, as long as I don't know, I can't suddenly start feeling really tired. I don't get magic breath. As much as I really want it, I won't get it. I'll be good, fine. I'll be good and not get it. And I still do the snowboarding the same way as I have. I do try and line myself up now. Yeah, well, it shouldn't be as... I don't bonk it. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've said it out loud now, so we all know what's going to happen, but sometimes I don't bonk anymore. Well, I do bonk, but I don't bonk as much. Because I did a comparison at one point where I didn't do it in 3 times versus when Moonlit was doing it in 3 times, and even with him bonking a few times, it was tremendously quicker than me. Yes, Kitty. Get out of the way, Kitty. I do like cats, but... The audience demands bonks. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try not to bonk here, but the bonks are somewhat inevitable. Oh yeah. Oh bonk, bonk, bonk. It was going. I was about to literally say, "Oh, that's gone really well," and then I bonked a few times. You know, I've got to do as I'm told a little, right? Got to bonk a little, just for you. Oh, there we go. That's a hard bonk for you. Now, no more bonking. No more bonking. The doctor said I bonked too much. Oh no, I bonked some more. All right, this is where it. Get over to that red balloon. I lied. There's plenty more bonking to be done, apparently. Alright, right then left. Alright, this is the one where I should be able to even do it on 3 times without bonking. But I just apparently that is beyond my capabilities. We at least went the right way here. Normally I just need to tap R1 a little, but apparently my reaction speed at this time in the morning isn't great. But, oh, come on. No, not now. Alright, that was still a pretty good little bit through there. Got us a couple of seconds back. Alright, no getting magic breath, I've been told. I've been told. I'm going to do as I'm told today. Luckily, I've got like a double aqualung I can do later on anyway. Alright. I want to go upright from here. I should zone in any second now. Oh, actually, I don't need to worry about here because I'm not getting magic breath. I autopiloted to do my safety save for aqua breath, not aqua breath, magic breath when I'm not getting it. Alright, that's ribbon for Kate Sif. I might test getting it still at some point because I don't know, part of me feels like it's going to be useful for that one portion during the train and everything, but it is forcing about 3 or 4 encounters to do it. And that's if it actually decides to spawn for me this time instead of like last time where I didn't get the encounter whatsoever once I used slots on frickin' the real Materia Keeper. It's like it just no longer existed after that. Right, I don't need to kill all of these, I only need to kill the first few. I don't need to kill the last one. So it's just this one, the next one, and then I think we're done. We can jump down. I think. Second one. Yeah, this next one's the last one we have to do. I used to make the mistake of doing all of them. I don't know why I thought I needed to do all of them. I just assumed, you know, they're all there for a reason, right? No. They just put extra ones there for fools like me. Or maybe it's just in case you miss the jump down on the first one you need it on, maybe, you know. Maybe they're just being nice to us and I'm just not giving them credit. Yeah, I suppose actually under different circumstances I'd probably want the loot. But then again, what is it? It's a Mega Elixir, I think, up that end. Or is it? Yeah, the fire armlet's down the other end. I mean, it's a Mega Elixir on the left-hand side of that bit, and the right-hand side's the fire. Oh shit! Yeah, I should have. It's right. Sadness alone should make me able to survive this. Yeah, boy! I really hope it makes me able to survive it anyway, otherwise that's just messed up. Like, could you imagine if I just, like, unbuffered that and then, like, it killed me? Like... Oh, blimey. I need to go back one. I need to skip that one and then do that one. Alright, we've gained, like, 4 and a bit minutes on that. Nice. Well, that's probably because I didn't go for magic breath, so, you know. Yeah, right, wouldn't it? Like, that'd have been just awful. Like... I might have cried a little. want to take the save down here on the way? I'm going to go with no. I might regret that choice, but it's the quicker route if you don't go around it. Like, if you go around that save point, it's quicker. Alrighty. Let's see if I can... I can do 2 out of 3 of these whirlwind things remarkably well now, thanks to Loopy. But this one... Nah, I knew I'd not done it quick enough. What the hell was I trying? I'm always too slow going onto that screen. And I still blink and try it. It's alright, it's not the end of the world. Oh, I didn't hit my whirlwind maze split now either. I'm doing really well here. Oh no. No, I messed that up. Come on, Lukey boy, you got this perfect the other day. I meant to start a step 4 times. Have I still got? I've got 3 times speed on. That's why. All right, we know what the problem was. 3 times speed there. We know what the problem was. I just didn't account for the fact I had frickin' 3 times speed on. Yeah, easy peasy now on those ones. The next one's just as easy now, luckily. The first one's down to me. I don't get the timing right for legging it up and spamming the dialogue quick enough. I think we got it, boys. We did. We got it again. Unbuffered again. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. This is going nicely. This is how we beat a PB. What? Oh my days, did I accidentally spam? I must... Never mind. Don't care about you. Don't care about you. I am going to take the save point though after... I know it's silly to take this save point in some ways, but I know what my luck's like. Alright, alright, alright. So... that off, I want to walk onto the next screen. 1, 2, 3. I love that man. He has saved me so much time on that whirlwind maze. So much time. Even when I mess it up now, I only mess it up a little bit because I do something silly. Like, cheers, man. I've got you to thank for a lot of it, though, so... I don't think you can hear me saying this at the moment, but... Yeah, I do need to say thank you to you as well, Johnny, because you did speak to him a lot about us needing assistance, and... Yeah, I'm just sorry that I messed it up still slightly, but, you know, it's a massive improvement. Now, maybe with you here to witness it, maybe I pull off the FMV skip that I just can never seem to pull off for some reason. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't wanna be saying things like that because I know what my luck's like. You cannot believe how much, like, the first time I tried doing a run of this, I cocked off Safer Sephiroth so bad he still got a supernova cast off. So... There's still massive chances for me to really cock this up. I don't know how, but I with the first time I did slots, I only just beat what was my PB at the time by like 30 seconds or something because I cocked it up that bad. Well, this is true. I've been hitting a fair few unbuffered tonight, luckily. I have been getting like, I'm probably on about 50% success rate tonight, which is pretty nice so far. For a second slots run, like, run down and left, and when camera pans up, move your... Yeah, I tend to start doing... I switch to the down left when all I can see left on the screen is basically like the rectangular model thing for the top of the door frame. I'm guessing that's correct. Yeah, pretty much when it's... But I do it when it's only the very top of the door frame. About half of it's still on the left. Okay. Alright, maybe I am doing it a second too late on the down left or something then. Maybe I'm holding off for too long. Down, left, and down. I mean, I'll say it out loud when I'm pushing the buttons. Yeah, I've only pulled it off once in an actual run, and every other time I failed horribly. I'll say when I'm pushing the buttons, and we'll see how far out I really am. You watch, I'll press it at the same times as I normally do, and because I'm saying it out loud, it won't be allowed to screw me over, so it won't screw me over. It's like, oh, they're gonna know if he says it. I'm guessing so, because he said he was at work. Ah, I see. I see. I mean, I'll be like down and run, and then I'll say down left. I won't include the run with it because I just keep hold of the run. I don't let go of it. So I say down left when I switch from down to down left. And we'll see how this falls in line with what I'm meant to be doing. I've just got a magic voice. You can be heard by anyone. I've got the magic voice. It's like magic breath, but Pokemon style. Oh man, I say that, it makes me... I really want to get the new Pokemon game. I really want to play that new Arceus game. And I shouldn't possibly admit it, but my other thing I'm really excited for coming out soon is Harry Potter. I'm just going to admit it now. So, icicles. I've already got past the icicles now. I did use the laser on it. I did decide it was probably a good idea. How am I losing? I must have pushed my split there early or something last time, because there's no way I lost 5 seconds in what's basically just a bunch of cutscenes there. Yeah, I do. I intend to lose to her most of the time. I occasionally accidentally throw an extra slap that I don't intend to, but you know, Scarlet's a bitch and she deserves it anyway. I do love the game of How Can She Slap. I just really do love that part of the game though, you know? Tifa, trained martial artist, frickin' learning under some pro martial artist dude for years. And the one time she gets into like a scrap with her there, she frickin' starts bitch slapping instead of just punching her one. Buy HP plus and then, oh shit, I'm losing time. Buy HP plus and then sell my tranquilizers. So will I not need my tranquilizers then at that point? I meant to have equipped some better armor by now, I'm pretty sure, and I haven't. I'm literally still wearing the same gear. You said about the wizard bracelet, didn't you? Am I still meant to be putting like wizard bracelet and stuff on Kate Sif, aren't I? I'm guessing. Cool. He's got the ribbon on already because he's the one who had laser, so I didn't want him getting like silenced. Sweet. I'll stick it on before. I bought like 30 right at the start of the, like back around there. I bought about 30 of them. This is one of those times where I probably shouldn't bother menuing. Sometimes it's quicker just to kill them, so I tend to try and line up. I should have just had it on active if I was doing that though, but I need it on wait for slots to not get mullered. Alright, we're almost there. I'll turn 3 times off in a moment. Sell node, see how much you need to sell, if any, by... Yeah, true, I can always buy some more. I need to buy some stuff anyway, I expect, somewhere along the lines. I'll sell stuff here and then probably buy some Phoenix Downs maybe, just to be safe, because I haven't got any at the moment, and a few tranks when I go to Cosmo to pick up the Hudgeon or something. Then again, that's a long way away yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a few just to be safe. I need some just in case of Shadow Flare, and I need... Alright, 3 times off, yeah, focus. Right, not the first one. When it comes to it, come on. Oh no, I've got to wait for you to realise that you fucked up first. Alright, not this one. I like the... Alright, down run. I like the gulping animation on him there. Right, down, left. Oh, that was too soon. That was definitely too soon. That was my fault that time. I definitely did it too soon that time. Oh, why can't I do that one? It's my own fault. I'm sorry. I'll get it. I'm gonna get a save. I've got a save for this one. I'll practice it a bit before my next run. But yay, now we get to watch Sin attack. Because I know it's basically just as easy as doing the Hojo skip. Yeah, I can't bloody do it. I can do just about every other skip in this game now, but that one. is just me logic. But this scene does look almost identical to the scene where Sin is attacking Operation Meathead. Oh, how do I always get myself latched onto those? I'm so annoyed because I know I messed that one up. I knew I messed it up as soon as I pressed the damn button and said it. I was looking at the left side of the screen more than I was looking at the top of the door frame. Make the use of the force times speed anyway. There we go. X, X, triangle and X, triangle, triangle and circle, circle. One more cutscene. Well, I say one more cutscene. We've still got the cutscene of the high wind and stuff yet, but. And I'm not gonna. I'm saying this now, but I'm not gonna accidentally speak to Sid after Nanaki on the bridge to Highwind and get the extra long ass dialogue that we don't need. Pointless ass extra dialogue, which takes like an extra freaking minute by itself, especially when it's like forced normal speed on the Highwind. Just gotta love how many times characters on this game fall from quite high heights, and they're perfectly fine. How can she slap? Huh? Oh yeah, that Medeal's a lie because I accidentally double tapped, so I'm not losing time at this point. I just accidentally double tapped Medeal on one of the things at one point before I learned that there was a button to go back on myself. Wonderful things we learn after the fact. Oh yeah, I need to remember. I'll sort it when I'm sorting Sid out. Oh no, I need to talk to you first. And then I talk to that guy. Without talking to Sid by accident in between. I would say it doesn't matter who I'm bringing with me at this point. I know I'm wasting time a minute here, but I wanted to make a save point here for scientific purposes. I want HP up materia first, which is all the way over here from memory. No, that is not. Oh my days! It's downstairs. Wait, how do I not know where the materia dude is here? I've never bought materia here before. HP up, HP up, HP. Where is the freaking materia shop? I think it's you. Alright, now we've done everything I needed to in my deal. I'll hit the split for it. We lost some time there, but fuck it. I don't know how I did. I must have really, like, I know that's based... Oh yeah, I know how, because I double tapped before, and that's not based on a real time. But I want to test something at some point. I want to test what happens when if you dump all your party members at Calm and then come here as nothing but Tifa. For this scene here, whether it ends up soft locking you when it goes to grab the extra party members that you don't have, or just scientific reasons. I like testing things like this, see what happens. It's a bit of an obsession with me and just doing stuff that I'm just plain not meant to do and seeing what happens. Alright, when I get whatchamacallit, Sid in a minute, I'll menu next. Well, once I get Sid and I PHS and get the people and then... See, this is the bit where I'm going to lose a bit of time if I'm not careful. Because this train portion's where I really didn't know what to do without magic breath, really, entirely. Just slots everything. Well, I guess the first two are going to be quicker just to double, like, to pretty much, yeah, the train fights. Oh wait, what am I doing? All I want for you is that I want you to have the HP pluses, I don't know. And you, I want to have Wizard Bracelet. I know I need to... Don't HP plus into... Oh, yeah, that's a good shout, that's a good shout, that's a good shout. I'm trying to kill myself here. I put the Wizard Bracelet on. We're losing time, we're losing time. I got distracted a moment by talking and not talking. I was meant to talk and I was too busy talking. It's alright. Silly mistakes which we don't make again. One more. No. Like that. Down one. Okay. Go. Remember to turn that back on. First slot, second aqua and dragon fang. Would that work just as well if I have double aqua lung instead, or I should have the item to do it? So we'll go with that. We'll go with the items I'm meant to be using for it, just for sake of doing what I'm told. Do the drag. Oh my days! Don't be peeping into people's tents, Sid. That's their houses, man. Leave them alone. Yeah, the normal train, the normal Shinra guards, like these guards up here before. Yeah, this one before doing it, and then the last fight of Shinra guards on the train as well. I'm guessing when we actually do the. Damn, how many turns do you want to get? And before Rude, cool. And it's just the Rude fight I want to then slots. So I slots everything but the guards on this train. Well, other than the second one I... So I slots this one. Like so. This one I Aqualung. And then everything other than the other bit I need to... I've been working on it. Oh no, that's Toy Box. That's Toy Box, and that's one that really mattered. Oh, where is the one I want? There it is. Oh, alright. We've lost a bit of time along the line here somehow, apparently, but... I don't know how I've apparently lost some time along the line here, but... What have I done to lose time along here? Oh, I'm on Fort Condor! Well, that would do it, wouldn't it? That would do it. Alright, we don't want that one. We want that one. Cool, we're 6 and a bit. We've gained time. There we go. That makes far more sense. That makes far more sense. Hey, I don't need to worry about equipping Ultima no more. This is beautiful. Don't be getting stuck. Alright, got to save before this. Is there anything else I need to worry about before Ultimate Weapon other than re-putting tranquilizers on? HP plus. Oh yeah, I remember elemental. Apparently there's like a hidden elemental thing that it protects against. There we go, HP plus, HP plus. I'm still going to order everyone to the back row in case, and then we're going to go tranquilize everyone. And then now, we're just going to slew all the way over here. That's Yor, isn't it? Yor is the thing from the old flight simulator. So I know you can come here with only Sid. You can remove everyone from your party if you wanted to and come here as only Sid. Oh, balls. I'm already here. I missed that split. Some of these splits are too close together. I need to make some, like, refine these splits down a bit so it's not, like, so many that are meant to be pushed, like, one after the other like this, because I forget when it's this close together. I mean, I use that as an excuse at the moment. I forget anyway. And there we go, boys. There's the unbuffered again. Smooth. Mate, I'm just using all my luck up in this one run. That's what it is. I'm going to hit end stream after this and my mouth's just going to start foaming and it'll just be like... Oh man, it's going to be a long time before I'm serious competition. I'm hoping maybe one day, hopefully one day my practicing gets me there maybe. Just enough to make him sweat if I'm lucky one day. Oh man, don't tell me these things. I'm gonna put a bit of work into practicing that unbuffered a bit more. Unfortunately, the only real place to practice it is the Midgar Zolom, because it's the only thing you can just do over and over and over and over. Free unbuffered on your one encounter final descent. Yeah, that's the freaking dream right there, isn't it? Freaking... I've heard rumours of a fabled zero encountered final descent from some people, but I'm not sure I believe it, you know? It just sounds too much like a bit of a unicorn, you know? I might see it one day. I don't want to waste my luck seeing that zero encounters one until it matters though, you know? Because I know if I see that zero encounters, that's probably the only time I'm ever seeing it. So hopefully that zero encounters comes when it really matters. Oh, don't say these things. This is what normally happens. When it doesn't matter, I'll hit everything. Like, I won't make a single mistake if it don't matter. It's like I remember so much knowledge that's pointless. Like, you want to ask me something that's actually important in life? I ain't got a clue. I just know video game stuff. And just about how to do my job. Although, had people noticed that in this bit here, right, in the scene coming up here, you can move Tifa still, and if you move her, I'm losing time by doing this, but if you move her from there, in the scene later on, she's no longer stood directly behind like Shadow Cloud and Normal Cloud when there's the guy rubbing his leg looking at Kid Cloud passed out on the floor. It's nothing. It's literally just I have to walk 2 steps and talk to someone instead of just carrying on mashing. But it's something still, I know. In theory, it should do it still anyway. I can't help myself, okay? I like. It's like, look at this cool thing. Look at this. Is it going to do it? We'll find out in a minute. It's done it every other time I've managed to move her during that scene. We aren't memeing anymore. I'm sorry. What I really want to try and do is see if the old... I saw someone doing the old... Oh no, it didn't do it this time. I didn't move far enough. You have to actually get up the little bit of stairs there and stuff and up and round a bit. But if you do, you end up coming onto this screen at the top left corner there and you have to actually run over and talk. It's really weird. You like enter the scene from a different spot. So I haven't lost time by doing it tonight, but just really weird things like that. Just shows just how many exit and entrances there must have been on that scene, really. Or at least 2. Maybe 3 for them to use for the actors coming in, for Tifa's dad and the other guy who rubs his leg looking at knocked out Kid Cloud. Oh, this is the point. Is this it? This is where I get to no longer mash for a moment. And I could actually run downstairs and grab a pack of biscuits if I wanted to. But I'll be good. Oh, carry armor. Carry armor, carry armor, carry armor. I don't like carry armor because I swear sometimes he manages to get like a crit hit off, and like even like even if you have blinking tranquilize, he just floors you if you're not careful. So I'm pretty sure he's had like a full party beam move crit hit me at one point and just wipe me, even with the tranquilizers up. Or no, my luck, he'll decide to pick up Kate Sif with his freaking arm at the start of the fight. That's the other favourite thing to do. Just grab hold of someone. I should have taken use of this break though to quickly grab like a glass of something or something, but I'll be fine. It's not that long now between here and the end in reality. It's potentially less than an hour until I finish if I'm lucky. You trigger Luigi, Loopy. Why do I keep saying Luigi? You said Luigi earlier, didn't you, or something, and now that's like in my head. Or I misread you referring to his name as it earlier on, and now I've got it in my head. Either way, you've done bad things to me. Well, I don't want to say it's your fault, but I don't want to say it's my own fault. Damn. I'm gonna have to find someone else to pin the blame on. So I can't be blaming myself. That's just not happening. Can't be my own fault. Yeah, we'll blame Aerith. She's secretly the bad guy in this anyway. You know, secretly Sephiroth saved the world by killing Aerith, and we go and kill him. Really, Sephiroth's the hero of the game, and we just never knew it. This is true. If only she could have dodged. This is why they should have had Piccolo teaching her, man. Piccolo teaches people to dodge. I'm sorry, I make random references at times and expect people to know what I'm talking about. Oh, look at this, we can finally mash dialogue at our own pace again. And now for the Legend of Zelda Sages of the Mako Temple to rise. Fair enough. Well, at least I know it's not me just confusing you at any given time then. It's just you're always confused. Anyone, it doesn't matter, anyone. Perpetual confusion. To be fair, I'm not far off it myself. I just really do a good job of pretending like I know what I'm doing sometimes. Oh, how did I do that? Yeah, it's pretty much like me then. I do a good job of making people believe that I know what I'm doing. Really, I'm just clueless and internally panicking most of the time. I love this bit. It's like, charge! No, the other way! See, when I'm awake, well, I say that. Once I wake up, I'm very much awake. But once I'm asleep, I don't want to be awake. Good thing I brought Sid with me. He's the one who has the other freaking thing for doing through here at the moment. Although I only need, if I do it just Kate if you're one shot, and then I won't have to watch 2 animations. Alright. Fair enough, I'm guessing. Something you've had to live with or something for a while. I mean, I suffer from not being able to get to sleep for the most part. I have the opposite. I can't get to sleep to save my life for the most part unless I basically keep going to the point of exhaustion most of the time. But once I am asleep, good luck waking me up. Like 10 alarms in the morning. Like, oh blimey. Yeah, I had someone I used to know at school had issues with sleep problems. They would literally, like, she unfortunately fell asleep twice. Like she had an issue where she could just fall asleep anywhere, literally, and she fell asleep on the stairs, basically going up to the tallest building in our blinking school at the time. She had a habit of doing this, just falling asleep on the stairs and stuff. It was quite a thing being to deal with. Like, I can only imagine, like, I only ever really knew her at school, so I can only imagine what life would have been like for the rest of the time. I mean, hopefully yours isn't quite to that degree, but wow. I think I got it. I did get it. That's another one. That's another unbuffered done. I'm liking this. That's the main one I wanted to get unbuffered as well. Because it's one of the ones which actually takes the least time to do normally, if you know what I mean, without needing slots. So, like, it's one of those ones which it makes the most time up to if I can, like, get it unbuffered. Although on my no slots run, my last no slots run I did, this is roughly the point where I actually unlocked slots for Katesif, and I could have actually gone and done it. I was tempted on my no slots run just to be like, hey, it's not cheating if I use slots once just to get like a master material or something for everyone. Like, just do it once on Emerald Weapon. Just get a second Ultima. Yeah, he's got rather crappy damage with it. I might as well just skip him and not have the extra animation. I just feel like having him with me for like this point when I know I'm going to have to PHS him in the near future is I knew I was going to want him in my party in the near future anyway, so oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. We'll pretend that I went the wrong... We'll forget I went the wrong way for a moment there. Yeah, I just won't use Aqualung on him. He's just got the suicide Aqualung on him. The one which was Cloud's, technically, for murdering himself at the... Alright, let's go get the key. And let's go to Rocket Town. I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure if you saw the look on my face of short pooing myself for a moment there when I actually had Emerald Weapon pretty much loaded on top of me as I came out of that then. I wonder if there is any way where it can bump into you, or whether like it's purposely put so that where you come out is never on path with him. Yeah. Although I think the only difference is I don't think you can actually sequence break it. Can you sequence break it on 8? Can you get it before you're meant to? Yeah, I've never seen it, but it's one of those, when I just saw it that close there to me going straight into him, I was like, could you imagine if you literally did just spawn straight into Emerald Weapon mullering you? First experience ever in the submarine. Probably no save since before carry armor, unless you actually saved in the submarine before doing it. And the first thing you pop out into is Emerald Weapon. That'd just be savage. Alright, it was taking the extra attack anyway. Alright, maybe it didn't speed it up slightly by having him do the extra one in between there. And I missed my Rocket Town split. Never mind. Is that another unbuffered? I think it is. I'm quite liking this run so far. I think S-Mine only does like 400 damage or something crap last time I used it. I don't know. Maybe I am meant to use it. I just feel like the S-Mines are weak as fuck when I use them before. But I might be wrong. Now for the bit I don't need to do, so that I don't have to soft lock myself on a ladder at any point in the future. 1,700. Oh, okay. Future reference. I'm gonna S-Mine the crap out of them. I might have to look into that. It'll probably be written in Loopy's notes, and I just haven't read them properly because I'm a bellend. It's painful knowing that, like, I should almost be done now. If I was like everything, like if I hadn't messed up anything at all, I could have been like Only like 10 or 20 minutes away from being done. Actually, I might not be that far from that from being done really anyway, thinking about it. Fair enough. I'll have to double check the notes. It'll be in there, I expect. After how this run's gone tonight, I might have to have a proper actual, like... I mean... I might have to have a serious look at things and see just whether I could actually potentially shave any extra time off after this. Well, I'd be able to shave some time off. I just need to steal the TS bombs and stuff maybe instead of... getting one thing that I did. I need to get a few more unbuffered, get a load more unbuffered. Yo! Welcome Rindo, how's it going, man? Welcome to me at the point where I'm probably running this at the point where I'm most making it look like I know what I'm doing. Yeah, to be fair, I might have been better off just trying for the unbuffered slots at that point against some of these. Maybe, I don't know. Is it slower than going for... It's probably slower than going for the Aqualung though if I mess it up. So... Is that a goose? Is that a goose emote? I've only just noticed that. Freaking goose. I'm doing all right. I should be asleep probably, but welcome. You've joined the I should be asleep club right now. We're all here like we should be asleep, but we can't sleep right now. Well, I haven't tried to sleep yet. I've been busy doing this, but I know what I'm like. I'm not feeling tired at the moment, so when I do go to bed, I probably won't be able to sleep. I have to be like proper exhausted, passing out type thing to go to sleep in under like an hour or so. Awake since 4 AM. Blimey, man. Well, it's alright. Watched long enough. I'm sure I'll put you to sleep. I'm hoping to end this game in less than half an hour. That's the aim tonight. Would be another half hour and I'll be done, but we'll see. I think I'm a little bit ambitious tonight with that. I'm starting to actually get good at this speedrun malarkey now. Or I should say I'm starting to get moderately okay at this speedrun malarkey now. Well, I actually basically just ended up enjoying it more than I thought I would, and I've gone the wrong way there because I was reading. Oops. I may have enjoyed speedrunning this more than I thought I was going to, and I am meant to be going back to playing some other stuff, but I haven't got round to it. I will go back to playing some other stuff soon. Well, this Rindo guy knows me very well, so he knows a lot of what I tend to be doing normally until I started doing this a couple of weeks ago. Oh mate, I'm faster than him at the moment. It might get close soon, because he's just learnt his skips and he's just learnt to do slots himself. So he'll be closing the gap on me soon, but at the moment I'm nearly in, like, without the skips I was nearly an hour up on him at one point, I think. I mean, I am doing fairly well with these now, luckily. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. Right, let's try and get my lineup coming into this place right, so that, there we go. But yeah, I'm hoping he's going to be closing the gap as much as I say anything, because I think it helps each of us. Like, I think it's been helping each of us get better, like having the competition, you know. I want the new Pokemon game, man. I'm waiting till payday. When I get paid, I'll be buying it. I will be buying it. It looks fucking awesome as well. Like, I don't care what people tell me. That game looks beautiful. For what it is beautiful. It looks fucking awesome. Like, I do love my Pokemon games, and to be fair, it looks so much better than anything else I have ever seen in terms of Pokemon games. So, I was saying earlier that it and the Harry Potter game, when it comes out, are probably going to be quite high up on my list of things to play, hopefully, in the near future. Hey, how much longer until we get Shield Hero anyway? That's next month, right? It hasn't been put back again, has it? We're still getting Rise of the Shield Hero, like the Shield Hero this coming month, right? Yeah, I really hope so as well. From what I can see, if that's how all future Pokemon games are going to go, it's going to be pretty damn sweet. And it is pretty much what we've been waiting. Oh, April now. Damn, back another 2 months. Or at least I'm pretty sure it was originally next month after it was originally October. Well, October, then next month, and now April. I mean, I get it. COVID's messed with a lot of people and a lot of things. It's which shall not be named, I should say, really, but... Damn it, people. I know this is forced normal speed, but will you talk faster? We've got places to go. I've got a diamond weapon to kill. To be fair, speedrunning this has been a lot of fun, and the people which have been meeting along the way doing it have been freaking awesome as well. But both the people watching and the other people that play and do speedrunning in this have been fucking awesome. I am hoping to eventually get good enough on this that I feel like I can go and try another game and try like one of the other Final Fantasy games and try and learn to do this with it. I mean, 8's meant to be my next one, but I need to try and find out if anyone's got anything online written about it, because I swear when I was a kid there was a way of skipping part of this animation by doing something and getting into the high wind. But it's one of those glitches from my childhood which is on the list of I didn't see much written about it. Speedrun Final Fantasy 11. To be fair, you probably, I don't know, probably the closest you could ever get to doing it is probably now. So. You know what? I don't really need to, but I'm gonna save anyway. Yeah, this is true, there's a lot of stuff. Like, one of the glitches I wouldn't mind playing around with, which is on the original disc, is the Emerald Weapon countdown glitch, which I'd seen some people playing around with and completely forgotten about until recently. Like, I'd seen people show me that glitch. Well, a friend's older brother's friend showed me that glitch once upon a time. Oh no, I think that's Toy Box. No, game over. Alright, we got it unbuffered. I thought I messed it up, but we didn't. We got it. Just one shot everything as long as I'm lucky. But yeah, if I could get... I'm not sure if... Like, I've tried setting up the Emerald Weapon timer glitch on this one, but I just... The second... Like, even if you get it bang on the second, it seems to just not do it. But yeah, I might... I want to have a play with the PC version of this at some point. Because the PC version looks like you can have a lot of fun with it. Like, it's like that version of this game is so broken. It's beautiful. I mean, I don't think I'd ever seriously try an any % run of the PC version just because, what is it like? I'm trying to think what the record is. It's like under an hour or something. With the warps method and everything. Good old Yuffie warping. Game over warping and God knows what else. I was going to do randomizer on Final Fantasy 7, but the randomizer doesn't work so well with 7, it seems. I'd probably have to buy like the original version of 8 and do randomizer with that from what I've been seeing. And even then it would mainly be just randomise everything but normal enemy models. It would just randomise bosses from what I can see. And magic draws and stuff. And what GFs had as abilities and stuff, and a few other bits. From what I can tell, the best randomizer is Final Fantasy 9, so I might have to have a look at that at some point, but that involves buying the PC version of 9. Well, if I'm lucky, it might work with... Oh no, I don't think it's on Game Pass anymore. I was going to say, I might get lucky and it might work with the Game Pass version. Yeah, I've been watching a dude's series of the Final Fantasy 8 randomizer. He's just got up to Ultimish's Castle on the one I've been watching, and it's been pretty sweet. Dude called Primal Liquid, I think it is, or something. He's someone I keep meaning to check out. He's got a Twitch, and I haven't followed him on Twitch yet. I just meaning to take a look. The music was bugged though. I found Old Demetrius Castle a wee bit creepy as a kid. Yeah, that song is so good. Oh, I should have saved before this, but never mind. It is banging. It used to creep the hell out of me though from memory. For a moment there, I thought I'd messed up Midgar skip. How fucking hilarious would that be, as I just haven't saved? All right, we're at least we've unbuffered his first form. We're on track. I missed that one. I need now probably his bar Kate Siv next. Alright, now I need heart bar, not bar, bar crown. Bar crown Kate Siv next. Yeah, unfortunately you can only do it that first time, which is a shame. Come on, go boom. Quit taking your time about it. Alright, all Hojo forms down. Alright, time for frickin' end of this disc and straight down towards Sephiroth. Let's do this. Do you know what? I'm actually on target here for like 3:30 if I can keep this pace up. And then it's just shaving off doing the silly things which makes Luppy scream internally while he's watching me, and I might actually be able to start making him sweat slightly. Just probably won't be as much as I'd like. I think I'm actually well over half success rate now though with the unbuffered tonight, which is actually above my target. My target was about 1/3 of them to be. That's what I reckoned I could have done when I was going into it tonight. The aim was to do about 1/3 of them, because I knew there's only what, about 15 in total you have to do. I think once you get him, there's only 15 bosses total you do with slots or something. I don't totally know about going back and looking. Yeah, I'm not totally sure. I just have this vague memory of someone saying it's 15 or something. And look, this time at the moment with me getting a 139 frickin' grenade on the frickin' dog as well, on Rufus. So that's like, I had to use 2 grenades on the dog for Rufus this run. a lot of just some other random crap, which is just silliness. So I'm well happy with how this is actually going, considering it was a bit of a cursed run at the start. I say that, but if I scroll back up, there hasn't really been any red tonight. Even when I lost time, I never actually went into the red. Or did I? I might have at Dine actually after getting laser. I might have been like 5 seconds in the red at that point. Now, in theory, if I remember to send everyone the correct blinking direction at the North Crater, I can get down slightly quicker than I normally do as well. As long as I tell everyone to go up on that first frickin' one instead of the option it wants me to. Well, even then it doesn't matter, as long as I send Cloud up and at least people. Alright, let's do this. Cutscene go. End of disc 1. End of disc 1? Could you believe this was the only end of the disc 1? End of disc 2. I'm definitely starting to feel like it's like 5, 6 in the morning or something. What is the time? 6:30 in the morning. Fuck, you know. I've got work at 3 PM. I should have been in bed. I am hoping. I'm actually genuinely starting to think it's possible. I'm actually kind of scaring myself with like how this is going at the moment, so I've just got to... Oh, that's why. I'm misreading. I thought I was about to lose loads of times. I misread that as me being... But, well, yeah, my eyes misread the time on my thing. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, I know. I always frickin' dodge. The limit break, like Omni Slash is just, as much as I do love a good Omni Slash. Because, you know, if I die, I die. I'm not gonna die, but I'm always paranoid I'm gonna die. Yeah, I guess really from now on it should be like do or die from this point. Alright, this is the point where I believe I can save a tiny bit of time if I send everyone the opposite way to the way it really wants me to. I don't care who, just give me anyone. Ah, yeah. Well, that's basically who I've been running with since having, like, basically avoiding the forced PHS into taking him anyway, so... But if you go this way, you don't have the extra scene of telling people where to split off to go, and it just goes straight down. It's literally like 2 screens and you're here. I don't know, maybe that's... Should I tranquilize? I should tranquilize. Well, we're doing well already, right? Although seeing what happens here on Moonlit's one with when he does it from the debug room is kind of hilarious. Oh, one encounter. All right. That's the best I've had down there, I think. I don't think I've had it. This was the only one on my first time doing it that I actually did manage to. Oh no! No, the only one I pulled it off on before and I messed it up. Oh. Oh, it's the next one. I should let it spin for a second longer. But we still got it. It's not the end of the world. No unbuffered for that one, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, blimey, that's my North Crater. Apparently, even that was better than when I did it before, even though I got that one unbuffered when I did it on one of my previous runs. So I must have really... Oh, I went the other way at the, yeah, the one encounter, yeah, that too. Yeah, that would probably do it. The one encounter would probably do it. We're coming up to the fight I messed up the most, though, because I really messed up frickin' Safer when I last tried using slots. To the point he still used... I just realised I picked up that save crystal and didn't even use it. Oh yeah, I'll save loads if I unbuffer Safer. But I fucked up doing normal buffered on him, like, for enough attempts that he got a frickin' supernova off last time. Yeah, I just need to nail it. I need to not let the what's the word? The pressure get to me. And I'll be alright. But after, I do have this tendency when I mess up the first time or whatever else, and I start rushing it or something after that, and I'm just like making silly mistakes after because of it. Novad. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm not gonna lie, I know I'm probably not getting unbuffered on these two just because anticipation. Oh no! I was so close too! Alright, we got that one. I thought that said miss for us. I saw the miss on the bottom bit there and it freaking... That made me freaking trip out so bad when I saw that miss on the bottom bit there. It's like, miss! Miss! Shh, I knew that. I like how everyone else has got their turn already other than Katesif. Fucking have that, mate. Come on. Have that, mate. Fucking... Oh, that's how you do that. Oh, cheers, man. I am well happy with that. The only one that really mattered. I always defend here, because there's nothing else you can do other than defend or spam triangle, and I find he does it quicker if I just... Yeah, I'm a minute bit slow with hitting the button on the final damage to make sure I hit it at the time where it's after he takes the damage instead. Overthinking. This is the problem. I overthink. It is a problem I have. But, alright. Yeah, I'll definitely, as long as I hit it, as long as I hit that split like after I see the damage, I'm good. Yeah, as soon as I see the number appear on the screen, I'll push the button. Alright, should I not like defend or anything? Is it really quicker not to? Fair enough, I thought it was quicker. $29.49.